The westerly excrescence of the continent of Asia, which we call Europe, came to dominate the world during the course of the second millennium AD. It was here that arts and sciences flourished in the hothouse of the Renaissance and were forged into practical use during the Industrial Revolution. What made Europe so influential was the restlessness of its people. It was almost as though they were hardwired to be mobile, and the seas that washed the peninsula facilitated that mobility. In the great voyages of exploration, which began in earnest at the end of the 15th century, the world was opened up. Entrepreneurs took to the sea to establish trading networks, land grabbing and colonization followed. Within a few centuries, most parts of the world had come under the influence of European culture, though some, like China and Japan, worked hard to retain their remoteness. Humanity had evolved in Africa, and from there had spread to all inhabitable parts of the earth. Why was it, then, that Europe, above all other regions, managed to achieve such dominance? There are no easy answers. As always, it was the interplay of a number of different factors, but dominant among them was geography. Europe enjoyed a range of congenial ecozones closely spaced between the deserts of North Africa and the ice sheets of the Arctic. Moreover, its climate was moderated by the surrounding oceans and by the beneficial effects of the Gulf Stream. Communities therefore had the choice of a wide variety of ecological niches in which to develop their distinctive economies. But besides being ecologically varied, Europe was also resource-rich. Everything that was required was within comparatively easy reach: wood, stone, metals, furs, and could be distributed to all parts through intricate networks of exchange. The congenial environment and abundant resources encouraged population growth, which in turn led to the development of complex societies, hierarchically structured and controlled by elites. Competition for land, for resources, and for luxury goods energized society, creating a dynamic that drove forward production, innovation, and exploration. Peninsular Europe's long and involuted interface with the sea offered a unique advantage. Not only was the littoral exceptionally resource-rich, but the sea aided, indeed encouraged, mobility. The maritime interfaces became zones of innovation linked by networks of cross-peninsular routes. Its Atlantic facade was particularly favoured since it looked outwards. It was from there that entrepreneurs set out to explore the wider world, driven on by an innate restless energy. European history of the second millennium AD is comparatively familiar through a number of excellent books and through the rather more narrow perspectives favoured by television. But of the formative 10,000 years before that, there is surprisingly little to read by way of synthesis.